Good evening, everyone. This is the September 6th, 2009 edition of the Cassini Equinox Photojournal. Unfortunately, we have yet to reveal or locate any details regarding the last flyby of Saturn's moon Titan. Hopefully soon we will see some images. But to start this photojournal, this image was released on August 24th, 2009. Saturn's moon Prometheus cast a shadow on the planet's A-ring alongside the larger shadow cast by the planet itself in this image taken as Saturn approached its August 2009 equinox. The night side of the planet is dimly lit here by ring shine. Prometheus, located off to the left of this image, is not seen. The moon Janus can be seen orbiting outside the thin F-ring on the top right of the image. Other bright specks are background stars. Released on August 25th, the Cassini spacecraft looks down on the North Pole of Dione and the fine fractures that cross its trailing hemisphere. The North Pole of Dione lies on the terminator between shadow and light, about halfway down the left side of the image. This view is centered on terrain at 66 degrees north latitude, 224 degrees west longitude. Lit terrain seen here is on the trailing hemisphere and anti-Saturn side of Dione, which is 1,123 kilometers or 698 miles across. This August 26th release image, it's the moon Prometheus cast a shadow on Saturn's F-ring near a streamer channel it has created on this ring. The image was taken as the planet approached its August 2009 equinox. Prometheus, 86 kilometers or 53 miles across, and Atlas, 30 kilometers or 19 miles across, both orbit in the Roche division between the A and the thin F-ring. Atlas is a smaller rune to the lower left of Prometheus in the image. Other small bright specks are background stars. The gravity of potato-shaped Prometheus periodically creates streamer channels in the F-ring. On this August 27th image, the Cassini spacecraft looks at Saturn's largest moon, Titan, revealing its halo-like ring formed in the upper hazes of the moon's extensive atmosphere. This view looks towards the darkened leading hemisphere of Titan, 5,150 kilometers or 3,200 miles across. But lit terrain seen here is on the trailing hemisphere and anti-Saturn side of the moon. The moon's north pole lies on the terminator between the illuminated and unilluminated parts of the moon. The pole is rotated 11 degrees to the right in this image. Released on August 28, 2009, the shadow of the moon Janus crosses the ink gap as it strikes the planes of Saturn's rings in this image, taken as the planet again approached its equinox. Janus, which is 179 kilometers or 111 miles across, is not shown here, but the moon's shadow appears on the A-ring. Prometheus can be seen near the bottom of the image as it orbits in the Roche division between the A-ring and the thin F-ring. Image released on August 31st, 2009, the Cassini spacecraft looks closely at the lower B-ring and the Cassini division, revealing clump-like structures in the outer edge of the B-ring. This scrambled pattern in the B-ring's outer edge, seen here in the lower left corner of the image, is a result of gravitational clumping of particles there. The Cassini division occupies most of the rest of the image. The A-ring can be seen in the lower right. This view looks towards the sunlit side of the rings from about 31 degrees below the ring plane. This image, released September 1st, 2009, the shadow of the moon Prometheus crosses the Saturn's rings in this image, taken as the planet approached its equinox as well. The moon Prometheus, a co-orbital companion to the moon Janus, is not pictured here, but its shadow starts near the middle of the B ring and stretches to the Maxwell gap in the C ring. September 3rd, 2009 released image, though the Odysseus crater sprawls across the mid-latitudes of the northern hemisphere of the moon Tethys. The Odysseus crater is 450 kilometers or 280 miles across. Lit terrain seen here is on the anti-Saturn side of Tethys. This view looks down on the moon's north pole, which lies on the terminator about a quarter of the way inward from the top edge of the moon in the image. Our last image, released September 5th, 2009, the shadow of the moon Janus dwarfs the shadow of Daphnis on Saturn's A-ring in this image, taken as the planet approached its equinox as well. Daphnis orbits in the A-ring's Keeler gap, and along with the moon's attending edges, waves can be seen casting a short shadow in the top left quadrant of the image. Equinox has exposed shadows cast by these edged waves, or vertical structures of ring materials created by Daphnis' gravity. Janus, which is 179 kilometers or 111 miles across, is not pictured here, but the moon's shadow stretches across the A-ring from the center of the image to the near ink gap on the left side of the image. The Cassini division appears bright on the right of the image. This was this week's edition of the Cassini Photojournal. Join me next time. This is Errol Coder. You've been watching Planetary Television. And always, keep looking up.